Hey guys, it's Car from Enchanted Vines, and today I am coming to you with a really quick and easy tutorial on how to make a small arrangement. So we're going to be using some cabbage roses from Pioneer. We're going to be using some of this greenery from Hobby Lobby. And we're going to be using some of this begonia bush from Pioneer, and then this filler bush, which is from Pioneer. Okay, so they're all pretty much in the same color family. So to start, I'm going to put in some of my greenery. And so what I like about this type of greenery from Hobby Lobby is it's a pusher, so you don't have to waste any of the leaves. You just gently push this up. I know us wreath makers are very strong. We don't always know our own strength, so I always do it slowly because I feel like once you like pop the heads off of it, I feel like you don't really, you can't put it back together exactly the same way like you could a flower. So I try and be as gentle as I am capable of being. So this arrangement I actually made pretty much the same thing a couple weeks ago. It was my friend's housewarming, and I was going to get a gift at my favorite boutique, and because I did it last minute, the boutique was closed, and I was saying to my husband, like, what am I going to do? And he's like, don't you make housewarming gifts? And I'm like, oh, yeah, all right. So I went and made this. Okay, so I'm going to glue afterwards, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with the greenery, and I'm going to do everything in a pattern. So we're starting in the middle, then I'm going to do each of the sides. Okay, give it a turn and repeat. And what I like about just doing things in steps like this is that it just naturally keeps its balance. Okay, and I'm just going to put this aside for now, and we're going to move on to our cabbage roses. Okay, so I love all the cabbage roses from Pioneer. I never have a bad word to say about them. I have them in almost every color. So when you get these, they come in bushes of 9. And so you kind of know what the pattern is that you're going to be working with. So I'm going to go ahead and clip these off. And if you don't like the foliage on something, I just take it off. On these, I do like the foliage. I am a bit of a foliage snob, but these pass the test. So if they're lifelike, they're going to add to it. If they're really artificial, like if they've got that, you know, they look like very fabricy and shiny, I would stay away from it. And you could just, you know, you could just pull it off and discard it. But again, happy with these. Okay, so I'm going to start again in the middle. So it's just all repetition, muscle memory, all those good things. Okay, so starting in the middle, this is as high as I want the design to go. Okay, and then just working with the larger blooms. Just like in the beginning, I'm going to start off, and I'm going to actually go in between where the greens are. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to repeat that on this side, making sure that they're at the same level. And I'm going to turn and repeat. And then, let's see, let's put a second one in here. Actually, let's hold off on that. So we have these little baby blooms. There should be 3, but I just realized once I started, of course, because I wasn't prepared, that I had already used one. So probably on her arrangement. Let's see. And Then I'm going to stagger this. So this is also going to be a center floral, but I'm going to stagger it so it's next to it, but it's lower. And I'm just going to give it a little head tilt. Head tilts are nice because when you're looking at flowers in nature, their heads tend to grow towards the sun. So it's just a nice little effect to have them kind of going in different directions. All right, so now we're going to go in with our second type of greenery. So this is they're like begonia leaves, and then they have some different textures. There's like these berries, there's this little heather, then these small flowers. So I don't love this greenery, so I'm just going to split it. I feel like I can handle just one set of leaves, but two just seems like a bit much because they look a little fabric-y to me. Not to throw any shade because I buy these all the time. They are a great value and they add so much to every design, whether it's a wreath or an arrangement. No shade, no shade. Alright, so now I'm going to go through and clip these. Okay, and just like in the beginning, we are going to start, let me find one of the taller pieces, we're going to start right in the middle. And then I'm going to repeat. Okay, sideways. Do that. Alright. Start it off side to side. I'm going to turn it, and we're going to repeat side to side. And now I'm going to start using it in between the florals. So I'm putting one here. So I'm going to come right to the other side and put the second one in. Give it a turn. So it's actually really good to do this on a Lazy Susan. I have one, but it's marble, and honestly, it's just not the best. It's better to have something lightweight than her. She's beautiful, but she doesn't work very hard. So I would say a lightweight Lazy Susan would be best, because then you can just actively keep turning as you go. Making sure you got all the angles. All right. Now we are going to go in with our filler flower, also from Pioneer. I find it hard to find good filler flowers because, I mean, I think they're designed obviously to take up space without costing a lot, but like, you don't also want to compromise the quality of your entire arrangement just to get cheap filler flowers, but I am very happy with these. They come in a few different colors from Pioneer, but these go so well with these cabbage roses, so I buy these pretty frequently. All right, also pushers. Snip these down. I mean, these would be great for not only housewarming, but, you know, Mother's Day gifts. If you're looking just to get some things in your shop. Okay, so as I'm talking, I'm going to, again, start repeating and just going off to the side. Middle first, and then the sides. So if you are looking to open an Etsy shop, or you're looking to increase your number of listings, having some things that are like easy to do like this, it's a good way to get your numbers up. Also, if you had a craft fair or, you know, an event where you needed to get some things together pretty quickly, again, like we've used 4 different bushes of florals, the foam block, and our container, and that's pretty much it. So, you know, it's not something you have to go crazy shopping for, but you could have this in, you know, every different color if you wanted to. And it looks lifelike. Like, I feel like there's a husband out there somewhere that's going to water this. So, ultimate compliment when someone waters your artificial florals. Now as I'm going, I'm just trying to see where there might be some holes. Alright, this fills in so quickly. So I'm going to just add the remainder of these Hobby Lobby greens. I'll start in the middle. And then we're going to do each side. And I'm going to kind of bend this a little bit downward. It gives it that natural flair, I think. I'm all for like the creepy crawly greenery. Alright, and then this is our last piece. So once you have your arrangement together, I mean this came together in minutes, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been pretty quick. So what I like to do next is hide the mechanics. So I take either preserved moss or the Spanish moss, and I'm just going to go around and tuck this in underneath our florals. I would actually say Spanish moss would have been better, only because a little goes a long way, whereas this moss, you have to use a lot. Flower arranging is so relaxing. I'm not sure like why I don't do this more often. Between the music and this, it's like therapy, but cheaper. All right, you want to make sure that's all tucked in nicely, and then we are going to take, this moss is so messy. We are going to take floral pins, which are these little guys, and I'm just going to put 4 in place, and it's just to keep that moss held down. So I'm going to put it in, and you'll know it's in right when you hear it go into the foam block. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this design is complete. The very last step I do for all my florals is I do the Krylon UV spray. And I always say, even though this is going to be inside someone's home, it's just like wearing sunscreen in the car. Like, you don't feel like you're getting exposed to sun, but you do. So I think just to keep the longevity of any of your artificial floral designs, it's great to just have a can of this available. They have it at Michael's. It's probably like $10 with a coupon. They have it at Walmart. Somebody said it's even cheaper there. So again, I think it's a good investment. I think that if you're someone who's selling, your clients will appreciate it. And that's my spiel on that. So I hope you found this helpful, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.